Good morning, hello, happy Monday. I have a little bit of a scene here. Let's see if I can have it right up to the edge of my green screen sometimes, so it sometimes shows through. And I don't know, maybe I need to get a pin down there or something like that. I'm just more worried that Zilby will find the pin or whatever I put in and try to extract it and then swallow it, and that would be a bad time for everybody. So usually I just do that. Anyways, hello. Uncle Scientist. Hello, Catsman. Yeah, that is a thing. Cats are a thing. All right. So what have we got going today? We're continuing to we're finalizing maybe. I don't know how much more there is left to do. Set up NeoVim and sort of like my local setup here. So to begin with, I believe that I got what is it called? I reinstalled or I set up the that's also true stacking. Remove the comma. It's just cats, man. It's just cats. All right, so I set up my brain is like blinking out on it. It's .zsh. Oh my ZSH. That's what it is. Oh my ZSH, which I already actually had on here. I just didn't launch it apparently. So there I started doing that. And also I set up Ranger, but I don't actually know if I really, set it up, if you know what I mean. Let me actually see. Nope, wrong one. I want. Yeah. That terminal can open up over here for me to check things out, like what's in my what's in that? Oh, that looks horrible on that terminal, but that's sort of what we expect, right? Okay, so I think all these things are set up correctly. The big thing that I have here is that I set up also Ranger. You have to see the use cases of Ranger. You forgot to look at the other day. Oh, okay. So let me show you this. It's actually really cool. So Ranger is a file system navigator. So if I just do Ranger like this, it opens up and I get to move around through my system. So this is my streaming profile here. So it's like, okay, let's go into code. It uses Vim keys to move around. So let's go into here. We'll go into my U component library that I've been working on. Let's take a look at some of these things. Like I've got some prototypes. Maybe I've got. Yeah, we can look at it. Okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and update it. So I just hit return. Oh wait, no, yeah, it opened up in VS Code. Okay, so we have to fix that. And then if I quit out of here, it drops me into that location. So what we have to do is check out man Ranger. What editor is it going to use? There's an environment variable. Okay, here it is. So environment variables. Visual defines the editor to be used for the E key. I don't think I use the E key. Falls back to editor of undefined or empty. Editor defines the editor to be used for the E key. Defaults to Vim, but for some reason went to code. So I think I want editor. how does it change the current working directory of the shell? So we have to thank Cal Coberly. I must have that, or it must have changed. If I will actually, let's try this. Echo. Ooh, editor doesn't autocomplete. That's visual, maybe? No, okay. I don't understand how it could be either of this. But if I export editor equals to NVim, and then we go into Ranger again, let's open up U. No, that still opened up code. Okay, that, VS Code. Maybe use, I got this working once, and then I'm really surprised it's not working anymore. I forgot to put it into my, I must have forgot to put it into my, .zsh. Ooh, maybe it's my old .zsh. Let me check the other profiles. In my other window here, that was... let's see, I have the, no. I don't have that. Okay, that's not helpful. Not really part of the thing either. I know, I wonder if it is doing that. Or I wonder if I also have to set visual for it. So if I export visual equals NVim, I Ranger again. Nope, that also is VS Code. So hold on, let's Ranger CLI terminal open Vim. Oh, I should probably also put in like we're on Mac. Not, no, that's how to use Vim. Okay, so here's just Ranger. Do you have anything in here? It should just use something to allow me to tell it what to open up. Like, why is VS Code overtaking that? It must have installed something a long time ago to do this. Well, anyways, while we're looking at this, Uncle Scientist, you had a question about how I got it to change directories, and that is all something that Cal Coberly set up for me. He's using it. So let's go back to my home directory. No, don't allow that. Don't want to go that far. So if I bat all the way to the bottom here, this is it. So I aliased Ranger to Ranger. It is then running Ranger, choose directory, setting up the home directory, figuring out what the last directory is, removing that special home directory file, and then CDing into it. So let me copy this and post this in chat. That allows you to do that thing. Let's see. What else can we try with Ranger to get it to work on its thing? Maybe there's more to here. So if I do, okay, so we have visual, defines the editor to be used for the E key. Now I've been using the Enter key to open that up, which I really wanted it to open up in. Editor also is that, okay, so maybe there's more. No, there's no more. So maybe I'm supposed to be using the E key for this. Okay, so Ranger. The E key does nothing. Oh, wait, what? Wait, now enter is doing it. Oh, okay. I'm confused. But let's try editor and visual. We'll put those exports into my .zshrc. So we will. Okay, so we want export visual equals NVim. Export editor equals NVim. I know I probably don't need to do both of those, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, let's try this again. Ranger. Okay, now it's working. Sweet. Okay. So that's Ranger. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Stacking is that maybe it's a good selling point too. I'm gonna turn off the music because we don't have enough chatters for that. But yeah, it's basically it allows me to step through and see the file folder structure using Vim commands. You can always also use the arrow keys. You hit return and it just drops you into an editor. You quit out of the editor and you're back into Ranger again. So it's an alternate way to sort of find your way around files. You could also just preview them if you want to just take a look at them. It's really nice. Okay, so that's Ranger. The next thing is Tmux. So I installed Tmux, and I wanted to set up something that will automatically give me, like, set up the windows for me. So if you're not familiar with Tmux, I'll give like a super basic introduction to it. So if you run Tmux like this, I actually have some like a Tmux RC file that changes things around. So normally you're supposed to get the little bar on the bottom here that sort of shows you what's going on. But I can, what is it? No, it's split. That sorts. Okay. I need to relook up what the normal commands are for this because I just don't do split very much. But I can split the windows in half. So I can do like a vertical split, and I can also do Control A. I've remapped the control key for it to Control A, and then I can do question mark, and it shows me all the commands here. So if I want to split the window horizontally, that is Control A %, and then vertically is Control A quote double quote. Okay, so Control A %, Control A double quote, Control A %, Control A double quote. I can do things like this and have have the windows look however I want. And it's all unique individual terminals. So if I do an ls here, there we go. And if I want to move around, I can just do Control A arrow keys to sort of move the way I want, which makes a lot of sense. I like it. I can also resize these, but I need to now remember exactly how to resize. There's, I want to not swap. Okay, resize the pane down, left, right. So it's, oh, it's alt. Okay, so the M I believe is alt. So if I want to make this left one a little bit bigger, I can do Control A, Alt, right, I believe. So Control A, Alt, right, like this. And so I could make that like, okay, this is my big terminal window. This is what I'm mainly looking at. And then I have some other windows over to the right that I want to look at too. So this is really nice. I could have like my coding in here in the big window, and I could have, this is, I believe, how Togglebit does his. So we can have chat in one of the Willow windows, and he has this little status thing of what he's working on. Then, other little things. So I can basically set it up so that I'm in one window, and people are in the other windows. Chat's in the other window. I have some other little things. Yeah, we'll play around with it. But I want to set this up programmatically, because open it up in the morning when I start streaming, and then having to like, okay, split it 3 times, do like Control A, Alt, left like that it's not fun. It's not fun at all. So I found online, let me exit out of Tmux. So I found online a script that we can use, and oh yeah, in Playmux, I didn't actually pull it in. So it's taken from here. Well, I can't actually select and do this in Ranger. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, let's temporarily allow that. Let's come into here. What? No, that's, you did not. Fine. Copy it. Now can I copy it? No. This is Todd Grew. It's like gist.github.com. Yeah. I have to figure out in Vim how I can copy these properly. I don't think I can do like can I do a right click copy at least? Maybe? Yeah, that works at least. Okay, so I found this online over the weekend, and it's pretty nice. It allows this person to start up Tmux, set up the panes the way they want it to, and also launch certain things in the panes too, which is really nice. Exactly what I want. So I'll share this with all of you, but there's that. So we're going to do this today for the Twitch stream stuff. So I basically am starting from here, but we're going to review all of that. I have under Brooks builds now. I have a Tmux setup repo, which is online. I set up a Tmux, I call this like Tmux YCLs. This is basically set up for using, for programming in my U component library on my own. So not with not with stream. So I think I want to do like a Tmux YCL stream as well. So let's jump into here, and I'm going to copy, is it scripts? I almost got it right. Let's copy Tmux YCL to Tmux YCL stream. Okay, so this is available on my GitHub if you want to go take a look at it. We're gonna name this session YCL stream. Now I generally reboot my computer every day, or at least log out, and not really having the sessions last for too much time. I don't really think that the sessions are really that important for me. One thing about Tmux is that it's a multiplexer, and that fun word basically means that I got something in my eye. That fun word basically means that you can quit your terminal and reattach to Tmux. So basically, anything that happens inside of Tmux, as long as the server stays up, that session is still alive, and I can reconnect to it later. And it's as if I never logged out, which is really nice. I used to use a program called Screen, which is the predecessor to Tmux, and I used it to connect into servers, start a screen session there, and then if I got disconnected or I rebooted my computer, I can still SSH in, reconnect to my previous session, and it's good to go. That way, if you're on like bad Wi-Fi, or if you're working at home and you're on a remote system and you're running some commands and you really don't want them to end, then just put them in a screen session, or in nowadays Tmux. Okay, so name the session. We have, I start the server. Once the server's been, once I start Tmux, then I create a brand new session. I put it into background mode and I name it the session. I select the initial pane that we start with, and that's pane 0. And I then send like literally the keywords YCL, which I defined as a shortcut, inside of my ZSHRC file as to cd into the YCL directory, and then run vim. The CM, I think, is just to give me back access to the shell again. So I need to run it at the end of each of these. I don't really understand fully what that's doing yet. Okay. Then I tell it to split by width, split the window horizontally. Now this is a little bit weird. It's percentage, but this is split it by 75%. So the 25 is how much remaining on the other side. I think, no, on this window, I have a 4K window that's really big. I think 25 is a little bit too much, but I don't know. I'm also going to not do any of these right now. I'm not going to send any keys because I want to sort of see what we're going on here, and then maybe just update and tweak and keep on relaunching it. And I want to cd into another directory. I want to just make it easy to launch this over and over and over again. Okay, select P. Okay, select P. Select pane 1. So that's the new one on the right. Just so you know, iTerm does have panels. The need for Tmux isn't really needed unless you remote a lot. Wait, really? iTerm has panels? Really? In that case, maybe I wouldn't need it quite as much? How can I do that? I'm just like so used to the old school way of doing it with Tmux. Oh, here's Tmux right now. Oh, so it has Tmux stuff in it. Yash, hello. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, so we have split horizontally, split vertically. Interesting. So can I split with a different profile? Oh, I totally could. So I could do it. I have a normal profile that gives me really tiny font, so I don't have to look at the giant stream font all the time. Oh, it's not easy to update this. Um, that's not running Tmux in here. It's doing something else. That's definitely a new pain. Look, that is definitely a new pain. I'd have to look into how to open up the panes at certain percentages. Yeah, so I see it under shell. So I see I can split. Um, how can I split? Let's say I do the current profile. No, I want not that way. That's okay. I want vertically. Okay, I can move it like that. Well, that's nice. Then we can figure. It's like okay, well that could be like maybe around here. Then in this one, I would do another split. This would be horizontally. Uh, but maybe I don't need the current profile. Maybe I can use my normal profile. Oh, I can't. Oh, there it is. The line's up there. Okay, then I want to split this one again. So this one would be right where I am. So that way you don't really like it's known like okay, I'm over this one. This is just for me. You don't need to worry about it too much. This would be this cat cam. So when I turn that on, I could maybe even make the cat cam a little bit larger. And now have this like right there so that none of this information is lost. And then this could be whatever, probably the server. This is probably what we could run then. I can't switch back and forth between the tabs programmatically, can I? Because I can't do something like control a left arrow to switch over to have to mouse over it, right? Do how can I move? How can I save this? I can edit the session. Josh Finney, hello. Okay, I don't want to merge windows. I can save window arrangement. I don't think that that's what this is. Maybe it is. Save windows arrangement. This would be stream. So if I uh, Banzi, hello. Also, Josh Finney, why am I painting in iTerm and not Tmux? That is, I got the exact opposite question when we were painting in Tmux and not iTerm. It's that's funny. We're gonna do both. We're gonna do both. Save in Vim? No. Save the iTerm profile for the panes. So can I now open up a new iTerm window and have it like memorize all this stuff? So can I restore window arrangement stream? Yeah, that works. Okay, it makes it full size, and it gives the 3 panes here at the exact right size. So that's nice. Lord Mist, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so I don't I mean I guess this is good. It's very much different, very much easy to tell which pane I'm in. That's nice. Although I could set that up in Tmux as well. So I'm not 100% sold on this, but it is nice. I see that. Can I set each pane to run something automatically when I open up the profile? How do I profiles, video stream? I don't see. I'm not seeing anything. Um, have I heard of Zellige? Is that a J? That looks like a J. Zellige. It's a TMX alternative in Rust featuring more user-friendly controls, floating panes, and a plugin system powered by Wasm allowed plugins in Rust. What? Ooh, okay. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I asked in the like on Saturday, maybe Friday evening, like what like various community members if they knew of any alternatives. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Something new. Tmux is old as heck nowadays. Banzi, you have a silly question. How do you get a job as a PM? So first of all, I want to know what your definition of PM is. Is it going to be project manager or product manager? Because there's very different things. Um, you have experience as a dev and a QA, but you feel like going to PM. Okay, product manager. Good. Because if it was project manager, I would have had words. But okay, product manager. So the biggest thing about product manager is understanding product, understanding design, speaking to customers, basically the ability to talk to devs, to talk to customers, to talk to QA, to talk to the rest of the company, and basically be able to do a lot of research and understand. So to become a QA, to become a PM is mostly going to be networking, because you have to convince the people that are like outside of the tech area that you know what you're talking about, and you also like know how products work. You also need to convince like the CTO level that you know on the technical side a little bit. Product manager is a dev parent. That is a great way of putting it. Allo. Also, hello. So yeah, that it's I don't really have a good like too good of information for it because I've never been a product um manager. I've worked with them before. I would say that networking is going to be like the most important thing. And by networking, I mean like finding out people who work in that role and like working with them to both like learn what you need to do and then also using that to find people who need product managers, because everyone needs good product managers, and product managers tend to know each other and therefore, you know, what their people are. You feel like QA is a dev parent too, but disrespected parent that gets told to shut up. Yeah, I, it, it can be. I think that QA it depends on like what type of QA we're talking about. Because if we're talking about like manual QA, where it's just like doing things that could be automated, that QA is really just not, that's not helping. That's just slowing the processes and systems down for no reason. But if it's QA that like really understands users and how they break things and really understands products and how they can break in really weird ways, then QA becomes like a more of a mentor type role where they work with and ensure that developers understand QA before they write the thing that breaks. Yeah, big brother or sister. That's a better way of putting it. I think that's a good one. I don't see a way for me to say what session to use when I open up this profile, which is really too bad. Okay, so if I can't do that, can I go into window setup? So the window, we have the same save window arrangement, restore. But I can't tell it to auto run stuff in there, which is too bad. You want to change command to tmux instead of login shell. Yeah, but oh wait, if I change the command to tmux instead of login shell, it'll do that. That would be under profiles, right? Open profiles. Edit you. You can do tmux here. Yeah, we've been working. This is the third stream. We've been working on upgrading to NeoVim. I haven't used NeoVim before. It is neat and interesting. Just subtle differences from Vim, which I then haven't used for a long time before that. And then of course VI, which all of us really hardcore sysadmins remember that because that's all we had. It's like Vim but cooler. It's like Vim but rewritten. Uh, and almost exactly the same, but not quite. Okay, so if I do tmux like this, let's open up profiles. Okay, so let's open up stream. Okay, it did not like that at all. So no go there. Hold on, let's exit out all of you. How many more windows do I have? I have all of these windows. I don't need all of you. I still kind of like the idea of tmux, but I would be happy to do. Your NeoVim is partially written in Zig and is only 1,600 lines of code. Okay, well, I am basically, to the chagrin of several viewers, I am going from scratch and not starting with a template that other people do because that's just not my style. I can't, I just can't do that. I hate it. So I usually give up if I start with somebody else. I want to understand what's going on, so I want to do things one at a time. Okay, what was that thing? It was Zellage or something like that? Or was that? Okay, Zellij. It's the right way to do it though. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's right, this is the new one, right? So why are you there we go. Okay, oh, all of you out of the pool. Also, stream let's edit profiles. I don't window terminal. Okay. just run a login shell. That should be good again. So open up new window. There we go. Okay. So before we go into Zellage, but I want to check that out. Let's go back into ICL stream. Okay, so what we were in the middle of looking at is this is going to split it by like, I think we can do this as, I don't want 75%. I probably want like 85, 90% almost. So if I do like 10, so 90%, select that one pane, split horizontally. I want maybe like 250s. We're not going to do that. So then I want 250s. Oh, I have to select this pane again. So that's, I want you to be select pane 2, so 0, 1, 2, and then do that again. If you have rep script for tmux, you might want to use that for custom command there instead of tmux. Oh, yeah. That would definitely be the way to do it. Split, except I don't know which project I'm going to work on. So that's the thing, is it can be different each time. So I guess I could have a profile for each project. I'm going to have a custom startup script for each project that controls tmux, but we'll see. Okay, so split by that, and then we select back to pane 0 and then start the session. So if I X out of you, let's quit you, and we'll do tmux YCL stream. And so if I run that, that's basically almost exactly the same thing. That is almost perfect, right? Yeah, here's the line. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So we have cat cam covering up the window I have right here. I have another window down here that I can use that's mostly covered up, but so it can be things I don't really care about. So secret stuff if I want cat cam over it. I have, this could be chat or just some other, like, other window. And then my main programming window space over here. Something else really nice about tmux, if I do, let's say I do want to come over here and it's like, okay, I want to make this window nice and big. I can do Control A Z and it zooms into it. And Control A Z to unzoom that again. So this is tmux. It is really nice. I like it. And then you were talking about, Lord Mist, about Zellage. Is there... so let's see, if I search Zellage, can I find it? Oh, there is a Zellage. Info Zellage. Pluggable terminal. So is this is it, Lord Mist, right? Dependencies build Rust. Why? Is that saying it doesn't think I have Rust? I have Rust. Zellage is pretty new, but last I read they're revamping the plugin system. Let's try it. So what I want to do, so come into my secret one, so I can, I'm gonna access you into my normal. Now I can do a brew install Zellage and let that complete over there. Well, that was easy. So let's go ahead and open up a new terminal window and see if we can run Zellage. Okay, well, that's a thing. Takes up a lot of room. I mean, that might be okay. I'm assuming that we can control absolutely everything about this. So, first of all, let's take a no man. Okay, so it did not install a man page. Is there? Do they use Control A? No, Control C, I believe. No. I don't remember where the other ones were. It was like Control X or something like that. All that is customizable. I would imagine so. Oh, I could probably just read down here. So Control plus, so G is lock, pane, tab, resize, move, search, session, and then I can quit. Alt plus N is new pane. So Alt N. Oh, Control Alt N. No. Alt plus left arrow, Alt plus HDL, navigate. Yeah, I'm reading the bottom bar. So I'm looking at this like, okay, so Alt plus N is new pane. So if I hit Alt N, it just does that. Is that? Let's see. I could try to resize. So Alt plus minus. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. I wonder if it's like control plus one of the other things. Oh, you sent a screenshot. Okay, hold on. Let me. Uh. Oh yeah, that's nice also. Yeah, so you have your different tabs and your different windows. For the most part, I don't feel I need different windows, but yeah, that it's super nice. It looks like you said, it looks very much like Tmux, except with just more modern defaults, which is really nice. And I'm sure that the config system is gonna be nice too, because anything more modern, they've learned a lot. Well, I was trying to new pane. I was trying to create a new pane to begin with. So Alt plus N doesn't seem to create a new pane for me. It just does that. Control. Do you want Control P? Alt N? No. Okay, so Control P put me into pane mode, and then okay, now I can do new. There we go. Okay. Interesting. So Control P, and then I can do new. And that, open that up. Okay, so I can resize. So Control N. We can do something like that. Oh, it'd be so nice if I could do smaller amounts. So that was as close as I can get, right? Maybe iTerm isn't a fan. Yeah, it's possible that it's not really sending the alt, or it's something else. Okay, so if I do something like this, we'll do one bigger there. Then I want to go back to pane mode. I want to create a new pane, but I want it to be horizontal. So it wouldn't be N is new pane like that. I don't want that. I want D is down. Oh, okay. D is down. So new pane down. And then I can do another new pane down. So control P, D for down. Okay, that mostly works. Then I can oh no, it wasn't that one, it was control N. Resize you. So that could be like this is about right. Okay, I can escape out. Now, okay, I can use Alt with arrows to move around. That works just fine. And that's nice. I like that a lot. That's actually better than Tmux. Tmux, I have to do like the command character, which would be Control A, and then I can use a single arrow to move around. I can't just like hold something to go around. Okay, so we can come back to here. So you're running like this. I do like. Okay, so far I like this. What's our config like? Well, there's no man page, so let's go online. You can also switch panes with Alt, HK. Oh, really? Hold on, let's find out. No, I can't. Not with the way iTerm is set up with Alt. That's interesting. So Alt iTerm must be hijacking Alt for me and doing something else with it, or it might not be iTerm. It might be the operating system. But okay, let's take a look at. We have this dev. Thank you, Lord Mist. Let's go take a look at it. I want to documentation, configuration. By default, Zellige will look for config. Okay, first, really important question. Pronunciation, is it Zellige? Is that correct? You know what? I haven't looked at Alacrity either. That might be something else to look into. Okay, Zellige will look for a config.kdl in the config directory. So for example, .config Zellige, okay? Oh, interesting. On a Mac, it's going to look into here. Okay. It's Zellige. Okay. Good to know. You've been playing around with Wesderm. Another Rust one. Oh, I haven't heard that one at all. And oh, interesting. Okay. Wesfurlong.org Westerm? Oh, that's a weird looking one. Westerm. Oh, this one looks very similar to Tmux with the bottom bar and just everything else. Okay. I'm gonna add this to my list of things. Let's do. Okay, this is gonna be multiplexers, window managers. Okay, so this is gonna be West term goes in there. Zellige. I like how they use a Rust book for this. That's nice. Zellige is going under window managers. So far, you've always had it work with. Oh wait. I think the word is some sort of Arabic mosaic. Alacrity doesn't support ligatures and can cause some strange issues, visual errors with NeoVim. Interesting. I have not looked at that. We can take a look at that later. So Alacrity. I've heard about it but never used it. So let's open this up and we'll do terminals. All right, we'll continue with this. Documentation, configuration. Okay, so we need to create a interesting. So it needs to go here. I'm surprised. I think I can just create it here. I think I can just do that for mine. So we're just gonna go into make sure Ranger works. It seems to. Okay, so if I go to home directory, I forget how to do hidden. Control H or ZH or backspace. Backspace. Want what? No. There we go. Where's my config? Then in here, we quit out, and we're gonna create a .zellige. Oh no, we just create zellige. And then what are my options? Okay, so right now, if I do a simplified, I could do a simplified UI and then open up another window. So wait, what file are you expecting? Config.kdl. Okay. Config.kdl. So if I just do this, now in another terminal window, we're going to open up zellige. Oh yeah, look, very different. So it is capturing that config and looking at it. If I do something like tab, okay, it still shows that. That's nice. I don't know if I want the simplified one. Toggle between having pane frames around the panes. Okay, so I'm not, I like the pane frames. The theme color so far is fine to me. Oh, that bottom bar isn't from WesTerm? Oh, okay. Was that just like Vim or something? I wasn't. I like just briefly glanced at it and saw a bottom bar, and it's very similar to like Tmux has a bottom bar. So yeah, that's what I see from the simplified, which I'm okay with not doing simplified. The name of the layout to load and startup must be in the layouts folder. Okay, so we can create layouts. I don't know if that. Oh yeah, perfect. So basic layout looks like this. Where would I put a layout? Can be applied or by setting up in a configuration. By default, Zellige will load the default.kdl layout found in a layouts directory, a subdirectory of the config. Okay, so we need a layouts directory. So we are going to, so for, let's see, take layouts and then default.kdl layouts residing in the default directory can be accessed by their bare name. Okay, so whatever the name of the file is. So if I do a like vim stream .kdl. Okay, so let's do something nice and simple for this. This is these two. So split once vertically, once horizontally, and once vertically. So if I just copy you. Okay, so that is actually I keep on forgetting. I can stay in here. We're gonna go up one. What? I don't want to go that far up. Hold on. Vim. Wait. Oh, I put in layouts in the wrong place. Okay, so we want to move layouts. Oh, I created a new tab, didn't I? That's what the problem was. So I'm going to move that to config Zellige like that. Okay, so we can open up Vim here. Open up you. I'm going to remove you, and I want how do I default layout would be something like this. Okay, so add in the default layout, and then this is going to be stream. Okay, so if I save you, we open up a new tab again, and we run Zellige. Hey, there we go. Take a look at that. It's not bad. I can give a little name to kitty cat cam. Okay, so let's X out of here. Wait, what? All right, default layout stream. I want to come into here. Okay, so we have create a pane, split direction vertical, create another pane, pane command htop, which I don't even have that command. So that's not surprising. So I don't necessarily need to do a this. I'll comment it out so I don't need to worry about it right now. Okay, so we have layout pane. So if I do pane split direction, so that was vertical down. I want this horizontal. Is that how to spell it? I think it is. So that should, so, oh, is that two panes then? Pane, pane? I'm curious what this is gonna look like. So if I save you, okay, so that is two panes where it's split horizontal like this. I actually do want vertical, it turns out. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe I don't. Oh, you wouldn't set the default layout to your stream layout. You think it's nicer to pass it in using the -- layout instead. Yeah, that could be that might be a good thing too. What would that be? Zellage -- layout. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'd also be okay with like having my default layout just be my normal one and then a stream layout. I don't know. I mean, plenty of ways to sort of play around with it. I think you want layout, pane, split direction, vertical, pane. Okay, so layout, pane, split direction, vertical, and then inside of that, we do pane. You also didn't need those tabs from iTerm anymore. Zellage can do that for you. Oh yeah. I'm just mainly using those for new shells to play around with, and make sure it reloads a new Zellage file and everything. Okay, so if I do that, so we can do also layout stream. Not quite. So I wanted one big one and then to split that. So I wanted this one on the left and then these two down here. So we created a pane. Oh, maybe I split direction like this. Okay. I got another pane in line 4. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Pane split direction. Probably want something like that. So I have a single pane. I then split direction vertical and then have 2 panes there. And really I would want 3 panes here. Missing semicolon after a node name. Okay, so I need a semicolon after this. Oh, I do need a pane on that. Okay, never mind. Nope, wrong direction. So I need, that comes like this then, right? I don't need you here. Okay, just want these 2 tabs open. Okay. So I now have this one here, and then I have another one, and then I want to split this vertically. So closer. So we have a pane, split direction vertical, and then do I want like another pane and then another split direction horizontal? Oh, check Discord. Okay. Not tested. Layout. Okay, let's just take this not tested and try it out. What's the worst that could happen? So we have layout, pane split direction vertical, pane split direction horizontal, pane. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. Okay, so then next up we want resizing. So we want layout stuff for resizing. Thank you for that, Lord Mizd. So layouts. This is all without me actually looking through the directions of how to do it. So pane nodes are the basic building blocks of a layout. They represent standalone panes. Panes can be bare. I could put an argument in it, or I can have a block where I do multiple things. That's nice. They could also represent logical containers. Okay, so create a plane, split direction. Default value is horizontal. Okay. Size is a pane argument that represents the fixed or percentage space taken up by this pane. Okay, so if you do size 5 or size and then with a percentage. Interesting. Okay. And I wonder if this is going to be like lines or spaces or whatever. It's these ones always are like a little bit confusing of what they're supposed to be. Okay, so if I set you okay, so I want pane so it sounds like I could do something like this and do size, was it equals or was it, yeah, it was size equals. So size equals like 90%. Did not like that. Okay, so I have to do it right after the pane. So I don't do this. I instead do size equals, and this is quoted 90%. All right, well, that's a little bit big. So its 90% is different than Tmux's 90%. Interesting. So I probably want at least half of this. So 80%, possibly 75%, probably 80%. That's I wonder if I'm going to want to go to 75 or like 78% or something like that. Okay. So like maybe one more percentage down would be nice. So maybe one or two. What do you think? Let's do 78%. That's pretty much perfect. Okay, so then we have this first pane, and I want that to be significantly bigger, like potentially 50%. Okay. So then I want you to be size equals 50%. And then the rest of them should be 25, 25, I believe. Yeah, look at that. That's like pretty much perfect. There might be like tiny little pieces here or there, but if I wanted to move around cat cam, oh, it's trying to, I would have to turn off the auto blocking, but like something like that would then cover that perfectly. I could play around with that later, but this works. So now I have secret space here if I really want to. If I cover with at least cat cam, or I could just have something else that I don't care about be covered by cat cam. I have my own space, which I don't really need. I just be aware that I'm covering that, and then I have something that you all can look at. All right. Also, looks like we lost the bottom bar, but I actually don't mind that. I like the extra space here. Now, top name, I think there was a command to change the name. Borderless, I'm okay with the border. Focus. This is the one with focus. I'm okay with that, and I can still run around. That's fine. Name. Change the panel name. So I can do that as... Okay. Oops, accidentally closed that. So I want this to have a name now, which means you need to have... Name equals... So this is going to be like the code. So if I'm building this for like YCL, this will be, I guess like this will be our code. This pane will be chat or whatever. Okay. Name equals, I guess like just more running and stuff. Stuff. I don't know. This will be cat cam. Name equals Sylvie cam. And this will be I did not like that. Missing semicolon after node name, missing quotations around an argument node, missing an equal sign, found an extraneous equal sign between child node arguments and their values. Name equals code. Really? Oh, it's name space. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. Got it. So then when it's inside of here, these commands just, nope, come spaces like that. Whereas the other ones have equal signs. There we go. Okay. So I have whatever program I want to work on, I'll put that in the stuff. We have our code. The Zilby cam, I would want that sort of displayed, so I'd have to tweak the times with it. And I have a little label for myself now. Nice. Okay. I think I'll probably keep on tweaking this, but I'm liking it so far. It's definitely happy with this layout, or at least the ability to create the layouts really nicely. And then I'll do another one probably just for my own personal programming that obviously doesn't have like Zilby Cam and place for my own myself to be there. So I know the cat cam is catless. I'm sorry about that. I did paste in Vim with Control V. I don't have shame. Okay. So I think we're pretty close to having everything set up here. And then I'll be able to set up profiles in Tmux to automatically run Zellage with the appropriate terminal. So I'll probably just do different profiles based upon which one I want to see and use. So we're pretty much there. But that's gonna have to happen later because it's after 8:15 and I have to head to work today. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Lord Mist, for all of this. I meant Zellage. Words are hard. Zilby, hi. You want to come out? Hi. Want to say hi? I have like a cat cam and everything. Oh, Zilly's in a purring mode today. But he doesn't purr loud enough for the the microphone. Oh, you thought I wanted to nest Tmux and Zellage? No, I don't want to do that. Although that would be a fun sort of like just turn off all of the turn off the layout so you can't see what you're in, and then just have Tmux, Zellage. We'll do the West Zerm, and like just a few like screen, a few more in there, so that way you could get lost and have no idea what's going on. Okay, so with that, now we're going to be ending for real. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me today. I will be back tomorrow morning where we'll continue on. I don't know how much more of this we're going to need to do before we jump into whatever next project is going to be. We're going to just try it out in Vim and probably Zellage. So I know he has gotten huge. He's over 2 years old now. He's a full adult. All right. Have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.